Every sports bar in America has seen it happen. Someone says, LeBron's the GOAT, and suddenly the room erupts into a shouting match that could rival the NBA Finals. The bartender starts pouring shots like it's overtime. Two guys in opposite jerseys are Googling stats to prove their point, and somebody inevitably yells 6-0 before storming out. Yes, the debate between LeBron James and Michael Jordan is as endless as it is entertaining. But what if we set aside nostalgia, highlight reels, and internet trash talk and instead looked at cold, hard data? The numbers tell a more complicated story than you might expect. The ageless king versus the retiring legend. When it comes to longevity, LeBron James is basically the NBA's version of a Marvel superhero. He entered the league in 2003 as a fresh-faced 18-year-old straight out of high school. Now, 2 decades later, he's still running up and down the court against guys who weren't even born when he made his debut. He's logged over 1,500 games across 22 seasons, maintaining elite performance, while most athletes his age are playing pickup ball at the YMCA and wondering if their knees will survive the weekend. Michael Jordan's career path, however, is a little less straightforward. He joined the NBA in 1984 at age 21, already a polished star thanks to 3 years at North Carolina. But unlike LeBron, Jordan's story features 2 retirements. The first came in 1993 after the heartbreaking loss of his father, and the second in 1999 before a surprise comeback with the Washington Wizards. All told, Jordan played 15 seasons and just over 1,000 games. Still, in those games, he filled the stat sheet like few others in history, especially on defense where he stole the ball like a magician pulling quarters from kids' ears. The numbers don't lie, though. In terms of sheer mileage and durability, LeBron leaves everyone, even Jordan, eating dust. Peaks versus consistency. Here's where things get spicy. Jordan and LeBron dominated regular seasons in ways that reflected their very different skill sets. Jordan was the league's ultimate scoring machine, averaging 30.1 points per game for his career. Yet, simply comparing averages is a bit misleading, because scoring trends have changed over time. In the 1990s, games were slower, defenses were tougher, and the league average hovered around 90 points a night. Today's game, with its three-point fireworks, often sees teams crossing the 110 mark with ease. So when Jordan scored 32 in a slow-paced, defense-heavy era, it carried a heavier punch than LeBron dropping 27 in today's shoot-first world. But don't let that fool you. LeBron's all-around brilliance makes him more than just a scorer. His assists per game dwarf Jordan's, and his rebounding numbers reflect the versatility of a player who can guard centers one possession and run the offense the next. Jordan, on the other hand, has the edge in steals, a stat that perfectly captures his defensive tenacity. And those chase-down blocks that made LeBron memes go viral, surprisingly, his block rate isn't far off from Jordan's. Statistically speaking, Jordan was the assassin who scored at will and harassed you on defense, while LeBron has been the Swiss Army knife who can do everything at once. Team success tells its own story. During Jordan's career, his teams posted losing records 5 times, mostly during his early years with the Bulls or his final stint with the Wizards. LeBron? Only 3 losing seasons in 22 years. That's consistency so absurd it almost doesn't feel real. Critics sometimes point out that LeBron's teams occasionally played better in the few games he missed, but context matters. Sometimes those better records came against cupcake schedules or when his teammates temporarily stepped up. No franchise ever truly thrived without him. And then, of course, there's the MVP conversation. Jordan snagged 5, LeBron 4. Both had plenty of near misses, with Jordan finishing top 3 almost every year in his prime, and LeBron racking up 11 top 3 finishes across 2 decades. Yet when analysts looked at the strength of the competition, Jordan's MVPs often came in tougher races. In fact, his last MVP in 1998 came during the most competitive field either player ever faced. LeBron's MVPs were earned against legends too, but statistically, Jordan's awards carried a bit more weight. So who wins here? Jordan reached higher peaks, but LeBron has been perched at the top far longer. Playoff legends. The playoffs. The place where arguments get loudest. Jordan's resume sparkles like a diamond. 6 trips to the finals, 6 championships, 6 finals MVPs. It's the undefeated record that fans chant about like a hymn. LeBron, meanwhile, has made it to the finals 10 times, which in itself is historic, but he's only walked away with the trophy 4 times, losing 6. That's where the shouting match usually begins, but let's dive deeper. Statistically, Jordan's playoff numbers show a man obsessed with scoring when it mattered most. His playoff scoring coefficient, essentially how much of his team's offense came through him, was consistently higher than LeBron's. He was the closer, the guy who took the shot, made the shot, and then stared down your soul afterward. LeBron, by contrast, leaned more heavily into playmaking and rebounding in the postseason. His assist numbers soar, and his rebounding reflects a player willing to do the dirty work when his team needed it most. The competition each faced also matters. Jordan's finals opponents were always elite, most with winning percentages above 70%. But LeBron, he ran headfirst into some of the greatest teams ever assembled, most notably the 2015 to 2017 Golden State Warriors, who racked up 67, 73, and 67 wins in consecutive seasons. Facing a super team like that is a different animal entirely. While Jordan was slaying giants, LeBron often found himself battling Godzilla. So who had the better postseason legacy? Jordan had the perfect record and the killer instinct. LeBron had the sheer volume of deep playoff runs and the burden of facing perhaps the strongest opposition in NBA history. Both shine, they just shine differently, icons in business and culture. The greatest of all time debate doesn't end when the buzzer sounds. Both LeBron and Jordan have shaped the world far beyond basketball. Jordan became a global icon with the Air Jordan brand, a cultural revolution that turned sneakers into a lifestyle. His partnership with Nike helped him amass a net worth exceeding $2 billion, and his investments in National Association for Stock Car Auto Racing DraftKings and tequila have kept his empire thriving. He is the gold standard of athlete-turned-business mogul. LeBron has taken a different route, building not just wealth, but a diverse portfolio of influence. His Spring Hill company produces films and TV shows that amplify underrepresented voices. He owns stakes in global sports teams, invested smartly in companies like Blaze Pizza, and became the NBA's first active billionaire. Most importantly, his I Promise School in Akron, Ohio, has changed lives, offering education, housing, and support to at-risk kids. While Jordan's donations to healthcare and social justice causes are also monumental, LeBron's philanthropy has felt more hands-on, tied directly to his community. Culturally, the contrast is just as striking. Jordan's mystique was built on his ruthless competitiveness and clutch performances. His aura remains untouchable, the standard every player is compared to. LeBron, meanwhile, has become the voice of a generation, using his platform to speak out on social issues, encourage political engagement, and redefine what it means to be a superstar in today's world. If Jordan was the global brand, LeBron is the cultural activist. So who's the GOAT? And after all that, you probably want me to plant my flag and declare a winner. Sorry to disappoint, but the truth is less black and white. Jordan's case is about peaks, a perfect finals record, scoring dominance MVPs against tough competition, and an aura of invincibility. LeBron's case is about endurance, 20-plus years of elite play, 10 finals appearances, all-around brilliance, and cultural impact beyond the game. One is the ultimate closer, the other the ultimate all-around force. Maybe that's the real beauty of the debate. It's not about crowning a single king, but about recognizing two players who defined greatness in different ways. If you value perfection and dominance, you lean Jordan. If you value versatility and longevity, you lean LeBron. Either way, you're not wrong. And honestly, wouldn't life be boring if the argument ever truly ended? The next time someone yells 6-0 across a bar, just smile, order another drink, and remember, we're lucky to have witnessed both. And that's the breakdown of the eternal GOAT debate, LeBron versus Jordan. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like and smash subscribe. Drop your thoughts in the comments, Team LeBron or Team Jordan, and let's keep the debate alive down below. Until next time, stay hoopin', stay debating, and I'll see you in the next video.